Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome to the 2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil game. And today you'll be very happy to know that I've decided to pick a strong nation today. As from the title, you guys know we're going to be playing as Portugal. A lot of people have requested Portugal in the past, and I put it back just a little bit because I was thinking to myself, well, I want to do the stronger nations like when it comes towards the international tournaments, if you get what I mean, and do the smaller nations that don't qualify first. But I decided today that I'm gonna try Portugal and see how far I can get in qualifying, and hopefully the World Cup as well if the draw is nice to me. Of course, Portugal are almost a 5-star team. They have Ronaldo, of course, so you know we're bound to get loads of goals and loads of highlight moments in this one. So sit back and relax and enjoy this World Cup qualification. Now, of course, these are the groups that we've got, but we have to randomize them as we always do with every single one of our runs. So in 3, 2, 1, boom. And we are in a group with, okay, we've got Scotland, Kazakhstan, San Marino, Italy, Finland, and obviously Portugal at the bottom. That's us. That's not too bad of a group. We've actually got 2 minnows in there, San Marino and Kazakhstan. We have the sort of average teams in Finland and Scotland. And then we have another giant next to us, which is Italy. So quite a nice little group. I'm not complaining with Portugal because obviously Portugal are a bigger side. So of course I need a big challenge in this one. So as you guys know, this portion of the series, the first video, is the friendly matches and checking out the squad and seeing who works and who doesn't. So let's have a look at this Portugal side for 2014, and of course we all know most of these players, don't we? Rui Patricio in goal, João Pereira right back, Pepe of course at centre back, Bruno Alves as well next to him, Fabio Coentrão at left back, Miguel Veloso in CDM, João Moutinho in centre midfield, Raul Morales as well in centre midfield. We've got Nani, of course, on the wing. So good, Nani, back in that sort of time. You know, it pains me to say it as a Liverpool fan, but Nani was amazing for Manchester United, and he was pretty good for Portugal as well. Helder Postiga up top, and then of course we have Cristiano Ronaldo on the left wing, 92 rated. This was probably back when Ronaldo was arguably at his best, more than likely, because this was the point where he was at Real Madrid. On the bench then, we have some players that I do recognise. We've got Varina in the right wing, Danny as well, he's quite a speedy player that we can use. Eder, of course, the hero of 2016 Portugal in the Euros. Here we go then, first match is against Uruguay, and a very good test for our first match, of course, because Uruguay around this time were very good as well. So yeah, it'll be a very tough test for Portugal. A few of you will be very happy to see Portugal being played on this game, especially 2014. A lot of people do ask for the bigger nations such as France, Portugal, Germany and stuff like that. Morales on the ball here, looking for Nani. The pace of Nani out on the wing here, crossed in, and it finds nobody. Headed back, and somehow it found its way to Morales. João Moutinho. Ooh, just past the post. João Moutinho, Miguel Veloso. Through ball, here comes Ronaldo. This has to be right. Oh, I tried to turn around the keeper, but it wouldn't let me. Ronaldo is bound to bag lots of goals from this position, of course. 92 rated player. It's not often that I actually get to play with Ronaldo and Messi in my runs. So I like to think of it as a little treat for myself. Oh, good save, but that's actually gone in, and Hernandez has scored, getting revenge for basically me injuring their player, and that's 1-0. Keeper couldn't keep it out. Just, well, he did save it, but it just went in anyway, and my defending there was a little bit poor. I was trying to get one of the centre-backs to come forward, and Uruguay score. It's 1-0 to Uruguay. Okay, well, that's totally fine. You know, we're away from home, and, you know, they got the home advantage and everything. It's half-time, and we're 1-0 down to Uruguay in our first friendly match. Not too bad, though. We've got another half to try and turn it around. Portugal haven't been at their sharpest, but I don't really expect that in the first friendly match. getting used to it and stuff, you know, getting used to the players and who's good and who's bad. Obviously, I know who's good on Portugal and stuff. It's quite obvious, but yeah, it's just, well, Uruguay have been so good defensively. I mean, you can't really fault that. Over the top. Oh, Ronaldo's got it. Go for it. Yes! Equaliser. Ronaldo has equalised. And in the 89th minute, he has rescued Portugal here. And who else but Ronaldo back in 2014. And Portugal have equalised. Over the top ball. Found Ronaldo. And he was starting to miscontrol it. So I thought I better just strike it. And thankfully, it went in for 1-1. And that is going to be it. 1-1 here away from home at Uruguay. This friendly match ends. And not a bad friendly match, to be fair. We were a little bit rusty, I have to say. But that's fine. You know, I think this current squad, I will change a couple of things. Like I said, William Carvalho, I want to try him in the next game. But the rest of them seem okay. You know, I think that up top, though, I feel like Helder Postiga, 77 rated. I don't know if that's going to cut it. Our second friendly match is going to be against Germany. So, another big team that we got to play. I think most of the 5-star teams end up playing against other 5-star teams, you know, because I've checked the schedule and most of the teams we got to play are like Brazil, England. I think I saw a couple of smaller, like slightly smaller teams in there, but most of the time it's literally just 5-star teams. This will be a big test for Portugal, really, because in real life, Germany beat Portugal 4-0 in the 2014 group stages. And here comes Bruma. Look at the pace. This is what I'm talking about. Bruma. And he scores to make it 1-0. I told you the pace is just electric with a guy like Bruma. You know, everybody used to use him against me on Ultimate Team and just give me nightmares back in 2014. But here I give Germany defensive nightmares as he couldn't catch me up, and it is 1-0. Bruma, just fantastic. You know, this is what I'm going to go for, I think. Hitting Germany like that is really great. It's a through ball, Bruma. And, oh, he's done it again. He's got it past Neuer, and that's 2 goals for Bruma. The assist from Ronaldo. And, well, Bruma's just so fast, isn't he? A lot of people say to me on this game that basically if you upgrade pace in the training areas and use pacey players, you'll win all the time. And this was just an era where pace was king in FIFA. Like, literally, I mean, I know it's still nowadays. Like, pace is always going to be king on FIFA. But in 2014... well, it was just insane how much it actually mattered. Half-time, 2-0 up against Germany thanks to Bruma. Obviously, the changes that I made from the last game, you know, changing the wingers and moving Ronaldo into the centre up top has worked wonders for us. Oh, that's a good ball. And Schweinsteiger went for some kind of chip and the goalkeeper's left it, and that's a goal for Marco Reus. So I don't really know what was going on there. A bit of miscommunication maybe. And Marco Reus has scored to make it 2-1 now. Germany have scored. And I knew they were going to. Ozil. And, oh, that's a great save. Just couldn't quite get a defender there in front of him. My defending is pretty poor in this game, to be fair. I mean, look how much space he had. Over the top by Ronaldo. What a ball that is. Nani struck it. That was brilliant. And, oh, hold on. Still got the ball. Nani. Oh, deflected. I thought I should have had a penalty in that situation. Like, it felt like I got chopped down pretty hard. Oh, come on. Tackle him. Oh, great save. Oh, no, really? Oh, we couldn't get in front of it, and Goetze scored in the 90th minute. And, well, Goetze in 2014, obviously, just super clutch. We all know about that. But, oh, man, like, there, the save there, and we just couldn't get in front of it. And Portugal have kind of bottled this game a little bit. But, you know, it's only a friendly. And that's going to be it. It was a 2-2 draw. I mean, not that bad against the eventual world champions in 2014. But, yeah, I kind of threw that game away a little bit. Alright guys, so admittedly I have simulated a couple of international friendlies. Some of them were just like matches I didn't really want to play, but our next match is against Brazil, and as you can see our form is really high, so obviously we've been winning some of those smaller friendly matches that I simulated. However, we do have a couple of injuries. Pepe tore a ligament or something like that, and then we have, I believe, Raul Morales broken tailbone, so he's going to be out for some time. So I'm going to do something a little bit wild, and I'm actually going to play Ruben Almiron against Brazil. I just want to see how he is, you know, see what kind of player he is. I probably will lose against Brazil, but you know, it's only a friendly game, and I just want to see how Almiron will do against him. Here we go then, a match against Brazil to look forward to. We are at home for this one, and you know, I think we probably will lose this one. Brazil always give me problems on this game, but hey, you know, it's really nice to actually play as a bigger team against another big team. You know, you get some really interesting matchups. Of course, Uruguay was a draw, Germany was a draw, 2-2 draw. What kind of scoreline are we going to get here? Through the ball. Ronaldo. Yes, come on. Ronaldo has scored, and that is 1-0 to Portugal. Ronaldo is netted here in this friendly match. Brilliant. Another goal from Ronaldo. In the last match, he played more of a sort of a playmaker kind of role. He was assisting Bruma. But now here he's got another goal, and that's his second goal of this series. Hopefully many more to come. Over the top here, and here comes Neymar. Is he on? Yes, he is onside. Okay, he still had the ball there, and off the post, and that's gone in, but it's offside. The fact that Neymar still had the ball after that tackle and still managed to get a shot off that hit the post, that's pretty good. Here come Brazil, and that's rolled in. Yeah, okay, Oscar has scored, and that's 1-1. We just cannot seem to hold a lead at the moment. Just cannot seem to hold a lead. So half time, and the score is 1-1. Oscar with the 45th minute goal to equalise. Ronaldo scoring first. Who will get the goal for their team in this friendly match to win the game? Nani? Nani? That's a goal, and that's 2-1. They just let Nani go through and just smash it in. And of course, Nani, a bit pacey, just got past him. I don't know why Brazil laid off of me there when they've been so defensive all game. But Portugal have scored again, thanks to Nani, and that's 2-1. Couple of changes for Portugal. Eder and Vieirinha are coming on for Nani and Bruma. Hopefully that will just inject a little bit more energy into the side. Vieirinha. That's the ball to Eder. He's going through. Can anybody stop him? No, they can't. It's 3-1, and Eder has scored late on as a substitute for Portugal to make it 3-1 against Brazil. And surely now Portugal have got this result, and we actually finally are beating a bigger team, which is great. I could have laid it off to Ronaldo, but he was a little bit too far behind, so I thought I'd just shoot. And that is going to be it. We beat Brazil by 3-1, and we actually finally beat a bigger side, just like us. So, yeah, that's great. To be able to beat Brazil by 3-1, that's pretty good. And that gives me a lot of confidence for the upcoming qualifiers. I think we'll be okay as long as we are sharp up top. Defensively, you know, against bigger sides, we will concede goals because the bigger sides obviously got more firepower. But against some of the smaller sides in Europe, I think we'll be okay. Our next match of these friendlies is against England, away from home at Wembley Stadium, against Roy Hodgson's 2014 England, the famous England team that failed in the 2014 World Cup, finishing, I think they finished like bottom of the group, didn't they, or joint bottom. I have decided to play Danny in this match to see how good he is back in 2014 and see what we can do with a player like Danny instead of Bruma. Give Bruma a little bit of a break. Leighton Baines to whip it in, and the header there by Gerrard, I think, just goes well wide there. Ronaldo. Oh, that was an absolute thunderbolt. That was destined to go top corner. Joe Hart saves, and it's going to be a corner to Portugal. The mistake there from England almost cost them. Over the top. Nani, what a ball. Nani, he scores that time. It's 1-0 to Portugal away from home at Wembley. And he silences the Wembley crowd here as the ball over the top was absolutely fantastic. Setting up Nani for that first goal. And how many more can we get here? We go into half-time, 1-0 up against England at Wembley. Another great result on the horizon for Portugal. Danny. What a ball that was from Danny, and Ronaldo finishes it off in style. The header by Ronaldo as well to Danny was actually really good. Such a good pass, you know, it was just so perfect. And Ronaldo has scored again in these friendly matches, and Portugal are leading 2-0 over England. England on the ball with Ashley Cole. Gerrard over the top here to Young, and well, that's the closest England have come all game, and that is full time. Portugal are beating England away from home in this friendly match 2-0, and a very good performance as well from Portugal. We controlled the ball really well, stopped England from scoring, and yeah, that's all you can ask for really in a friendly match like this. Our last friendly match of this video is going to be against neighbours and rival Spain. These two have had some classics in the past. Of course, the one at 2018 FIFA World Cup stands out the most in Russia, where, you know, it was such a good game. Ronaldo, probably one of the best individual performances I've seen in a World Cup match, next to, obviously, Mbappe in the 2022 final. Honestly, that game was just incredible. I'm fairly sure, like, Ronaldo, he scored a free kick, didn't he, for his third goal against David De Gea. Juan Mata in the box. Now Iniesta gets tackled. Very lucky we tackled him there. He might have had the chance to score. And here comes Nani now. Pretty much 1-on-1 here with Ramos. Into the middle. And Ronaldo, he puts it in for 1-0. And that was just such an easy move. The way Portugal pressed there to get men in the box was just phenomenal. Really, really great pressing by Portugal. And that's 1-0. Martinho crosses that one in, and that was tipped over the bar there. Imagine if that went in from Martinho, and he has the chance to put in a corner now. Can we score this corner? Header! Oh, that's gone in! And I think that's, yep, it's William Carvalho with the second goal for Portugal, and that is 2-0 against Spain. And, of course, Portugal will be looking for bragging rights in this friendly against their neighbour Spain, and currently they're getting it. João Martinho to Ronaldo. Raul Morales, and a finesse shot hits the outside of the post. How unlucky was that from Morales? It's going to be a corner to Spain. It's crossed in. Header off the line there from Pereira, and that was pretty close. That was the closest Spain have probably come all game really to scoring, coming off the line there. Okay, Soldado, is he going to score? Soldado, he's still pushing. And just tackled, but off the post, and oh, it's just gone in. Of course, Spain have just scored, and that is 2-1. Okay, well, my messing around cost me a goal in that one, but hey, it's okay. I mean, Spain did make a meal of it, to be fair, hitting the post and, you know, having Silva to tap it in, but it's okay. 2-1, and I'm fairly sure that is where it's likely to end. And that is going to be it, another victory for Portugal. 2-1 over their neighbours and rivals Spain. So that is the friendly matches done for this portion of the series. Let's go into the menus and check out what's been happening in the other zones in qualifying. Considering that Europe starts later than everybody else, let's see if there's any surprises. I'm seeing some decent results here, but the one that's standing out to me the most is Somalia getting pummeled 8-1 over 2 legs by Tunisia. Unfortunately there for Somalia, someone had to lose, but they lost really heavily there. So in round 2, it's looking like this in the Africa zone. A few of the games have started. Any surprises so far? Not really from what I'm seeing. Group E looks like it could be quite interesting. Gabon, Rwanda, Congo and Sudan. You know, one of those teams has to go through to the final round. So good luck to whoever does that. And Group B as well. Senegal at the bottom of that group, in a group with Cape Verde Islands, Central African Republic and Comoros. In Asia, let's have a look and see if there are any surprises here. And, well, not really. They are pretty standard results from what I've seen, apart from maybe Kyrgyzstan getting 2 goals against Iran, but you know, that's not a huge surprise. And then in round 2, when we cross over to that, again, I'm not really seeing any huge upsets or anything like that. Saudi Arabia lost against Oman, but Oman are really good on this game. For some reason, it looks like Hong Kong have advanced to the final the third round. Palestine had a really good game against Tajikistan, 4-3 there. Who else? We got 7-1 against Singapore for Uzbekistan, and India managing to get into the third round as well. So congratulations to India. This is the third round, which I think is already been completed already, and it's looking very standard from where I'm standing anyway. So of course in Group A you got Bahrain and Iraq going through. India missing out by 3 points there. That is painful. Group B is very standard as well, as is Group C. Uzbekistan missing out there by 4 points. Group D, Oman and Kuwait go through in that one. And again in Group E, very standard, China and Australia dominating that one. Which leaves us with a very standard Asian qualifying with all the teams that you would expect to go through to the final round. In the OFC, if you are interested in that, we have Vanuatu going through on that group. I'm fairly sure only one team goes through in round 1. So New Caledonia in Group A and Samoa go through from Group A. New Zealand, as expected, go through in Group B, and American Samoa as well, pipping the Solomon Islands there in a very close group by 1 point. And then in the final round of OFC, you have New Caledonia, New Zealand, Samoa and American Samoa contesting for that playoff spot. In CONMEBOL, it looks like this. So Uruguay have taken a very good lead so far and stand at the top of the table. Peru are second and Argentina are third. Colombia are in fourth and Paraguay are currently in that playoff spot. But it's all to play for. It's very, very close, you know, at this early stage of qualifying. In CONCACAF, let's have a look at this one and see if there are any surprises. Again, I'm not seeing any huge surprises. We had the derby match between St. Vincent and the Grenadines and St. Kitts and Nevis, and that finished 4-2 to St. Vincent. But yeah, I'm not seeing any really huge surprises there. In round 2, it looks like the United States, Cuba, Panama, Canada, Guatemala and Trinidad and Tobago have all gone through to the final round of qualifying. Cuba are probably the smallest team there, to be honest. Anybody that kind of got close but didn't quite make it. Costa Rica missing out is kind of a big deal because, you know, 2014 Costa Rica was pretty decent. Dominican Republic came quite close in the end, only 4 points away from going through to the final round. But everybody else pretty much, you know, did it. I say Guyana as well in Group B. They came quite close to snatching that spot away from Cuba. So it goes into this round actually of thinking about it. So we have Trinidad and Tobago going into Group A alongside Guatemala, Curacao and Montserrat. In Group B it's Mexico, Jamaica, United States and Cuba. So unlucky Cuba, you are in pretty much a group of death. And in Group C, Canada, Panama and Honduras in there, and Cayman Islands as well. So again, the Cayman Islands are in a little bit of a group of death. And Europe hasn't started their qualifying yet, and we will start that in the next video of our Portugal series. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this first video with Portugal. It's really nice to actually play as a bigger nation finally on 2014. I haven't done it for a little while, so I figured I'd give you Portugal today. So tune in for part 2, and if you did enjoy this video, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it loco as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.